Site Perspectives, GeoFux here, and in this video I got about 32 minutes until I have another client appointment. I'm on break, so I'm just, I was like, you know what, I'm going to underage girls, teenage girls, preteen girls, little girls, women, men, little boys. They done harmed everybody, okay? Allegedly. Allegedly. And once again, I have so many thoughts around this. Like, number one, it shouldn't be taking place. Like, why are you a grown man? Because at that time, 2000, I believe Jay-Z was 30, 31 years old. Jay-Z, you think about it. Jay-Z was already in his third decade of life in 2000, okay? My mom was as well. My mom was 30 years old in 2000. I believe Jay-Z is 1969, so he would have been 31 in 2000, right? So, allegedly, what is you doing 31 with a 13-year-old? How is that even appealing or attractive or alluring? How are you, like, that's what? You over here looking at an 8th grader and you 31? Shit, I was 8 years old in 2000. That means homegirl was born in 1987. So in 2000, she was 13. She was a beginning teenager. She was a preteen, beginning teenager. That's 8th grade. That's middle school. That's a child. So, and then the other thing that made me think, like, where are these kids' parents? Where are your guardians? Where are the people that actually love and care about you? Where are they at? Because it's just, I don't understand how these kids, like, your parents were fine with you being invited to go to an after party with a bunch of adults. Where were the other children? Where were the other preteens and teenagers? Where were the other underage folks, right? Like, no, you're going to an after party at 13 and with adults. And this ain't no regular after party. This is the after the Video Music Awards, the MTV VMAs. You know what? It don't make sense. It don't. Like, the parents, y'all obviously do not care. And this is my opinion, my perspective. In my opinion, my perspective, the parents do not care that much, if at all. At least not in the way that I would like them to care about their kids. You don't care that much about your kids, man. Y'all be putting y'all kids in harm's way just so you can sit up and get some money and or some attention, some clout, some, like, y'all will do anything for the dollar. And because it's a celebrity, like celebrity idolization, like us worshiping false idols, even though all of you so-called Christians are always talking about that's a sin, you shouldn't do that, and blah, 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 blah. Only when it pertains to certain things, because, you know, y'all cherry pick, in my opinion, y'all cherry pick a lot. But I thought we weren't supposed to be worshiping false idols. And a lot of times the celebrity worship culture is exactly why they're able to get away with the shit that they get away with. That and the fact that they have what? Money, wealth. And money and wealth in a capitalistic society and structures such as the United States of America, for example, brings power. Like, almost pretty much absolute ultimate power from that status, that celebrity, with that money, that wealth. It creates like this ultimate absolute power structure where, you know, I'm not really going to get caught. And if I do, I can purchase the best legal firm team to represent me. Not to mention that because of my status as a celebrity, who's going to believe you? Who's going to believe you? And then also because of misogyny and patriarchy, and then just like the history of it all, you know, people do not hold biological males accountable, cisgendered males accountable, right? Like, they literally are allowed to do any and everything for the most part within reason and without reason and get away with it. I mean, technically, the president-elect is a rapist, is an alleged rapist, and a felon, a convicted felon. But he's president-elect. He's about to take office. So I just, you know, it's just crazy, right? Right, it's wild. But then you turn around and somebody with less charges, somebody that is a non-violent offender, they did not violently do anything to anybody, they non-violent, but they're a felon, a convicted felon, and they can't get a job at McDonald's. But we can elect somebody to president who is a convicted felon, rapist, alleged rapist, sexual abuser, allegedly. Okay. And also everybody's just like, but Beyonce. That's the other weird thing. Beyonce also was underage when she started talking to Jay-Z. It started like, look, when you look at it all, it's just like, come on, y'all. She allegedly was 16, 17 when she first met Jay-Z. And then they started allegedly dating when she was 19. Now, you got to keep in mind, Jay-Z is a Gen X. Okay, 1969 would have been Gen X. Okay? And Beyonce is a millennial. I believe 1981 September. Oh, we know. Sasha Fierce. No, but she's a millennial. So they're a good 11, 12 years apart from each other age-wise. So once again, even though allegedly they didn't start dating until she was 19, but don't you think they were getting to know each other since they first met allegedly when she was 16, 17? So what do you think they were doing over that, you know, that course of time? And then they just randomly decided at 19, let's date. What do you think they were doing during that course of time? They were probably getting to know each other, right? The talking stage, if you will. So you gotta wonder, like, you know, for Jay-Z, right? Like, by 1989, he was 20 years old. And at that time, your girl would have been 8, 9 years old. So you gotta understand where I'm getting at with this. Like, so even in that situation, to me, my opinion, it's a bit weird that a 31-year-old would want to be with a 19-year-old. I'm 32 years old. So for me, yes, 18 is legal in the United States of America. 18 is considered a legal adult. But the fact that there is a teen after the 8, you're still a teenager. You're still basically a baby. And we now know that our prefrontal cortex, our frontal lobe, doesn't fully develop in general for most human beings until the age of 25. And obviously there's a lot of people that are not fully developed, still doing some right? And then there's some people that are way developed before they're 25. This is true, but you get where I'm going with this. The point is, in general, 25 is typically when people's frontal lobe is fully developed. So 18, 19, allegedly, she's still young and a baby. And again, this is who you're talking about. So I personally wouldn't be able to be in a serious relationship, be truly attracted to someone that young at 32 years old. I'm 32. I feel weird talking to somebody that's 25 and I'm 32. And that's 7 years difference. You know, I'm 92, you would have been 1999. So I'm a millennial and you are a Gen Zer. 7-year difference, but that's still a bit strange to me and for me on a personal level. You know,